Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Come Deliverance with me, Veriax. Let us continue as we enter this dream sequence of weirdness. I gotta save my parents. Oh boy. It's pretty trippy. Funny how they, different games approach dreams in different ways. I think this is pretty good, pretty vivid. I'd really rather not. The other thing is that I hope I can't. It's gonna be one where I can't die here, right? You know, you can't die in dreams, and that's the thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're okay, but. So you'll notice that I can't save the game here. So I didn't realize that when I ended last session, and so what I had to do was replay pretty much all of last session to get to this point, which is an hour's worth of footage, but it took me about 10 minutes. But it kind of annoys me when games do this, and it's like you can't save when you come back, but I couldn't save at the start either. Oh no, I am losing a bit of health here. So do I have like a... I do have... Okay, I do have a sword. Brilliant, okay. That's what I need to do then. Oh, come on. Okay. But I still can't save the game. Because you can't save just now. And I do dislike when games do this, and I don't want to start this little session on a sort of downward note, but some people... I think that game studios sometimes... You know, they get so insular in terms of their development, because like, oh, this is the best game ever. How do we make this best game ever, and all that kind of thing, and they forget that in real life people might have stuff to do. You know, you might be a paramedic who's on call and stuff, and you get to this point, and you have to leave. You get a call, we need you in work, right? Okay, and I can't save the game, so I just got to leave the game and then replay a whole lot of it. So sometimes it just happens that you simply have to leave and do stuff in real life. So yeah, like just I should really check the map if there is one. I think there is one. You know, just give us the ability to save when we want, developers. You know, sometimes there are things more important than your immersion. Not a big deal for me having to play like 10 minutes of the game again. It was weird how it actually took 10 minutes. The entirety of last episode took 10 minutes play, and I tried to do everything about the same as I did before. The only difference was that when I found the guy in the barn with the dog, because I think I had my fists out rather than the sword, he attacked me, so I fought him with my fists and actually gained a level. We can deal with that later, right? Is there anything? Oh, the compass. There we go. I am taking my time, aren't I? I apologise. I'm coming, I'm getting there eventually. Probably. I wanted to make all those points anyway before we got into anything important. Like this! Like this. There we go.
Do you need some help?
Work to be done.
That wasn't a very nice dream, particularly, was it? I didn't expect it to be. I kind of knew that when that came up initially, I was like, that's not going to be a particularly nice dream. No sunshine and rainbows there, that's for sure. Okay, load the game. I've run out of...
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
Yeah.
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
Few delirious days later.
You're awake.
Good morning.
Gotta clean my face.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
And yours.
Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
Wow, so you weren't even aware that those knights would arrive. That's pretty brave.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes, Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Rattay he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak.
Thanks. And even later. I reckon that...
Good morning to you.
Never mind.
How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humour back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Rattay Mill, my uncle's mill at Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Rattay?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Rattay, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
Could have washed me at some point. I'm just saying. I look the same as the first night. Anyway, don't matter. Don't matter. Minor point.
I owe you both my life. And I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
All that loot that I got. It's all gone. Oh, no it isn't. That was good of him. Vengeance! My new home, for now. This is particularly wide. Nourishment 30. Okay, and well, let's re-equip everything. Hopefully. What? Oh. Alright, just take everything then. Yeah, so I wouldn't be literate. You can open a book, try to make sense of the glyphs, but in the end you have to find someone who can teach you to know the basics. Apparently it will. So, yes, basically, reading is good.
Damn it, I'm hungry.
Oh, here we go again. Ah, alright, well, I'll do this now. Alright, how are we now, Henry? 55. So can I just keep stuffing my face with this? No, okay. Alright, let's have a look at the map. Let's see where we are. So we're at Rattay. It's here. All the way south from there, huh? Okay. Cool. Quest giver there. The quest giver there. Guess what? The quest giver there. As well as an activity giver. Okay. So these will be things like, and I'm just plucking things out the air here, horse races and jewels and things like that. Chasing chickens and trying to catch them and that kind of thing. And these are actual things that will advance the plot or subplots. Side quests. We're like, oh god, a ladder. Freaking ladder. That's a bit naughty. Let's not do that. Alright, let's get our stuff on. So, weapons. Got this reliable blade, which apparently is not stolen anymore. And the shield. You guys gave me quite a lot of advice with how to equip myself and things, and how to control the game, everything like that, and so maybe this will be better with the shield rather than the blade. Apparently the blade and the shield isn't that good because it reduces the blade's damage. Still think on that. I'll equip that for now. Hunter's gloves, anyway, so might as well put them on. That on as well. Noble shoes. Yeah, okay. A mailed collar, sure. Light plated armor instead of that. So, okay, this is more body armor. So that's what I'll wear. Where do they go? Okay, that works. Warhorse Studios. That's better, isn't it? This is probably my best outfit. I would say. So we need some pants, basically, is what we need. We need some pants. Better. My noise is. So yeah, the noise. So I can't sneak in heavy armor. Okay, I get it. That is something that I'm aware of. Now this. So how do I? There we go. Conditions. So I probably don't want to have this duck. I think its icon's even different as well. So I'm just gonna drop this. I'll have that onion now. That's kind of going off. The bread roll, I have that. So I'm not sure at what point these... I'm assuming that the condition is basically like how degraded the food is. As well as, you know, with the armor and everything like that. Ah, those hunters better. The old boots. Yeah, we'll get the noble shoes on. I need some better. Have I got any? All right, there we go. Put on our pants. So I'm assuming, yeah, and if it goes below 50, it could be dangerous. Something I don't really know, but that's what we're gonna do. And ancient maps. What are these? What on earth? Where have I got these from? I'm gonna have to try and remember these. That's Rattay, and there's a cave or something there. I doubt we'll see this in for very long, but you know, very soon. I mean, but that's cool. See if I can keep an eye out for all these. Okay. When I get my bearings a bit. Nourishment 64. Yeah. Take them all, Henry. Take them all. Come on. You might as well get all the freebies you can. Okay, go on. Just stuff them all. There we go. Nourishment 90. Okay, sweet. So, oh, also, yeah, we leveled. So if I go into player, I don't know if I've got any points to spend or anything like that. It doesn't look like, well, looks like I do actually. Can I just like pop a point into reading? Just like that? Seems to make any difference. Without it, books are just gibberish. Oh. Am I going to lockpick? I don't get it. So these are just subdivisions of those skills. They aren't actually things that I can... This has got a star on it, so maybe... Ah, hello. Aha! Okay, so I can learn them. None of them. Alright, let's see then. So Q. Okay, so when a trader loses patience when you're haggling, you get one more chance. Increases speech by 3 when talking to nobles and wealthy people. You can't have the low-born perk, which is this one. Minimum level 4. So why can't I take that? Because my level's only... Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So I get to pick 2 of these pretty much. Vitality. I can't get any of them, so there's no point. I can always save them for another time as well. Okay. Grave Digger. Carrying dead or unconscious bodies won't cost you any stamina. It will only burn you half as much. Blocking an opponent's strikes with your shield will cost you 30% less stamina. Alright, I don't think... I'm going to do like... In my current Fallout, let's play Fallout 2. Ooh, hello. Yes, we have a lot of skill points that I haven't been using because I'm just going to level later. Enables to use bandages. You know what? I think that's probably going to be pretty vital. But I've already got that, so cool. You'll last 30% longer without food. But as soon as you get hungry, the effects will be 20% worse. A manly odor. 50% more charisma when we're talking to women. Reducing your skill by 30%. I like these. Increases the sight distance for fast travel. So you notice defense way sooner. Your chances of evading are also increased by 10%. See, I don't really understand that too much, but I kind of get the gist. The worse the bed, the better you sleep. I don't think that really makes any... Well, it does make sense in a way, I suppose. It's a really extreme sort of thing, is, you know, I always sleep on the floor type thing. I can't sleep in bed, so I'm so used to straw. Your energy level falls 1/4 more slowly. That seems pretty good. Penalties on stats following release from jail are 20% lower. Maybe we'll just get this one. 1/4 more slowly is quite... I mean, 25% is quite a lot. Alright, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get it. Yep. I am an insomniac, which kind of makes sense, you know, because he's all angsty and stuff like that. And I'll save one. Yeah, so I don't need to sleep as much, which is probably going to be like a big overall bonus. Let's see if we can find her uncle. Kind of curious about what, like how she got away and stuff. Although by the sounds of it, she didn't. So what's my quest log pointing me to here? My home was destroyed, my parents and sweetheart murdered, I've looked like a coward and only survived by a miracle. When I tried to bury my parents, I lost the sword. I'll never run again, ever. I don't know about that, you know. So I got father's sword back and... yeah. Right now I have to go and see him and a good thief. Talk to... Miller. Right, that's what I'm going to try and... So maybe that's what it's pointing to now, even though it's pointing in again. I need to work out how this works. Okay, there we go. I've worked out how it works. Okay. He's right there! Oh boy.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Should Pelham Miller... Let's just ask. Now, I was told in the comments that pretty early on I'm going to get like a choice between going stealthy and going like a warrior. And I know it's sort of like making a broad oversimplification of it, probably. But basically that's it. And this could be the thiefy kind of way. So I could try and just pay him back with stuff. Well, let's just ask. No harm in asking, right?
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
Yeah.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other, only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
So now I pretty much have to make a big decision about my Henry's character. About whether, you know, he's up for this sort of thing or not. Now, what do we know so far? Well, a bit of a jack the lad, that's for sure. A bit of mischief here and there. But I think that he's a good person. And I don't think I'm going to go this route with him. Now, no one's really given me any advice, but, you know, lots of people do this, so I wish you'd do it that way type thing, because that could have swayed me, but as I don't know anything about how other people have done this, plus I really should do it my own way anyway, I know. It doesn't feel right to me. So I think, like I say, he's a decent person, he's law-abiding, like, you know, mischief and stuff, and very, very minor, petty, you know, mischief and extremely minor crimes. Fair enough, you know, with his mates when he was sort of larking about. But this is the next level. And, you know, words of his father ringing, you know, the last conversation he had with his father pretty much was about him not doing stupid stuff. And this seems like stupid stuff. So I'm going to say, forget it, I'm going to work this as honourably as I can. Now that isn't really a hard and fast rule, I suppose, you know, in terms of like various side quests I might come up with, but for now that's what I'm going to go with. That doesn't mean that I'm like a chivalrous knight who will never do anything bad ever, you know, for the right cause, but if this is purely to work my way back into this guy's good books, you know, and repay him, I'd rather do so honestly.
I'm not sure dealing with corpses is a job for me. I don't want that kind of stain on my conscience, or my reputation. Find someone else.
Suit yourself. I gave you a chance to work off your debt. Don't think you can wriggle out of it. I want my groschen back, and quick. Otherwise, I'll make your life hell. Believe me. Farewell.
Farewell. He has a job for me? How's that objective started? That should be objective failed. I know, I will, but how much is it? Oh, hang on, it's there. I just remember that. It's actually in the diary. Come on. I need to read this side and stuff as well. Okay, but we'll do this first. 50. Keeps offering me a shit. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. But 50 groschen. Alright. How much have I got now? Let's have a little look. Where does it even say? What's that? So I have like... So I have 43.9 groschen. How does that work? Maybe I can sell some stuff.
Have you eaten yet?
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Is that it? Okay. Alright, so that quest done. Okay, let's have a look then. Oh, Vengeance or Awakening? Alright, so let's go to the castle. Where is this taking me? So I have to find the bastard who stole the sword from me. I believe he goes by the name of nickname Runt. It's something to do with that person. Skeletons. So. No horsey? Aww. No horsey. Alright, let me just get my bearings here. Can't really see what... Well, I'm supposed to be facing this way, aren't I? So if I sort of head down this way, that's the right way. I do miss a third person. If there is a third person button, let me know, but I don't think there is. But, you know, I've been playing so much Elder Scrolls lately. I just miss there being a third person. So I could see my character and see what he's wearing. I know I can do that in conversations anyways. That's not the point. I want to see him now as he triddles down the road. And here it is. We can actually, essentially, go anywhere and do anything, though I am fully aware that most of that will result in death. So I shall not just go wandering off. Ah, baths. So, not really sure like which one of these is pointing towards how. Indeed. Okay, he's pointing towards how clean I am.
What's life like in Rattay?
Life is good here. By God's mercy, the war's passed us by so far. There's nothing but them refugees to disturb the peace.
Oh, those.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
He's strict, but just. Thank God for him. He don't get mixed up in nothing like that Sir Radzig, so you don't see no one attacking us.
How do the Rattay folk get on with the refugees?
Don't even talk to me about it. I wish that rabble was gone. I know they've met with misfortune, but here they do nothing but thieve and make problems.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
I don't know if it's just old wives' tales, but I heard truly terrible things.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Ooh. Well, haven't you got a lot of stuff? What have I got? Oh, what is this? Cure light wounds or dispel hangover effect. Well, the cure light wounds is pretty. It's worth 9. Don't get the 43.9. Don't get it. If I was to sell this, I'm just going to sell it, you know, because I probably won't use it for a while, so I'm just going to sell it. Sell it. Got 3 of them. Alright, that's good. We'll sell them. Okay, you don't want to buy anything else. That makes sense. A little bit of haggling. Into a little bit.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
Let's try and work this out again. So. Help. Okay, so. Haggling works both ways, whether you want to buy cheap or sell. Well, I do want to sell dear. Okay, so. You select the amount you want to pay with W and S. That's simple enough. With E. The trader will then respond to your offer. If the answer is refusal, it might get a counter offer. Okay, so that's purchase price. That's my money. Top. So top is what I pay. So I was to try and get more. Yeah, because so if we try for 29 and make that.
All right, so.
Okay. I think I did that correctly. Other at an hour 72. So maybe I can pay that guy back now? Maybe it was just as simple as that. Said I would pay him back as quickly as possible. That's pretty quick. I don't get the 0.9 though. I must admit that has thrown me, because normally you either get this is how much money you have, or bottle caps or whatever. Or well, no, that's kind of it, really, isn't it? I mean, this is how much money you have, and now I get 3.9. Alright, where are you? Where have you gone? Yeah. Think I might be able to pay. Think I might be able to pay you back. Ah!
I've got the money to pay that debt.
And I was afraid you had a chamber pot for a head. Hand it over. That
Well,
job's still going, if you're interested.
No.
I'm not interested.
Whoa. Ooh. Hello. I'm not interested, but tell me about the job. So he could tell me how to pick locks. Pickpocket. So yeah, he's a very shady dude. What about the other millers?
Can you tell me something about the other millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Wojciech in Kohelnitz and Simon in Sasa.
Tell me about Wojciech.
He's young and hot-blooded, with a short temper. But he's a fine fellow when you get to know him. His heart's in the right place, and he's always willing to lend a helping hand. Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that usurer, the merchant Wolfram Pruder. A slimy bastard he is. And now they're sworn enemies.
What about this Simon in Sasau?
An odd one he is. A loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets his teeth into anything. He won't let go until he sees it through, even if he has to walk over dead bodies.
So I think that Henry is kind of leaning away from this kind of stuff because he wants, you know, he's sort of like, he really admires the knights, the nobles that he's met so far. They've treated him well, you know, apart from the ones that destroyed his home and family, of course. And he would aspire to be more like that rather than a thief and ne'er-do-well and things like that.
Tell me something about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell. I was born at the mill, I live here, and I'll surely die here. But before I do, I've plenty of work to do, and I hope I live to see peace in this land again.
Yeah, so he was born here, he'll live here, and he'll die here. I don't think that... So his ill-gotten ways of doing things haven't really benefited him that much. He's still in the same place, and he doesn't seem like he'll get out of it. So, you know, he sees these knights with the shiny armor and castles and horses and stuff. And I think that's the direction that I'm going to go with. And they seem to be good, decent people. So, well, he is in his own way. But anyway, I'm glad I got that sorted out. I'm glad I paid him back. So now we can move on with our lives and not have to worry about that too much. Maybe just spoken. Nah. Good. Tasha wouldn't have anything else to say about that. Maybe she. Oh, yeah. Maybe she would. Maybe she freaking would. Maybe it'll open up something here with her now. I'll be like, yeah, I'm glad you've done that because now you've shown you're trustworthy and I can tell you something else. We'll give it a go. We'll give. I think it'll be like a minute of checking stuff. Teresa, not Natasha.
So what are we to do with you, Henry?
Okay, there we go. Where did I get Natasha from?
I'd like to know...
So, how'd you like it in Rattay?
It's a big town with good strong walls, so I suppose we're safe here. And they took us in our hour of need, but for how much longer? They'll grow tired of us soon enough.
How are the Skalitz folk getting on?
They're alive, that's the main thing. They have shelter, but they're just scraping by. Rattay citizens aren't happy the town is full of beggars who don't look like leaving anytime soon.
Yeah. I won't mention that.
That's all. What are you up to? How would you like to, I don't know,
Come for a walk?
A walk? I'd like that very much. But I can't right now, Hal. Give me some time to settle in, will you?
If that's what you want.
It's not you, Hal. It's just this isn't a good time.
Let's leave the Scalits thing for now. We can come back. She's just settling in, she says. You know, it has been 2 weeks, but... Alright, well, I'm glad I did that, you know, because that also opened up some other things with... it might be more of a thing later on. Right then. So let's go and find these nobles. Maybe I should take a bath. I don't know what sort of state I'm in right now, but... we should be fine. See what happens. I'm sure, you know, if the option is there, Henry would really like to help the people of Scalits. Take a chance to say that it's up here. So if that's something that is an option, I think I'm going to jump at that. It's really nice. Fast travel point, yay! Not done that yet. Something else I have to learn. Alright, let's see if we can get in here. Hello, good sirs. Yeah.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Scalits blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Rattay of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad. And I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
Come on, I'm not some peasant. I'm Sir Radzig's blacksmith, and I need to speak with him.
It's my job to stop you. Now bugger off.
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right, then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
Alright, second time lucky. Glad it gave us an extra chance there. I think speech is going to be really, really important, so I think... let's have a look at this again. Really quickly. Yeah, it's quite a big, So I'm not highborn, so how can I choose that? It's not right, it's not proper. Got to choose one really, haven't I suppose I'm going to pick that one. I feel that, you know, because I'm not highborn, and even though I do know how to speak to people of authority and noble standing and stuff, that wouldn't really give me this. So I am going to pick the lowborn skill, because I think it just fits the character. So I'm going to do it, and it'll help me in certain situations as well. So I've done it. I've pressed the button. I've done it. Oh no, I've ruined everything. I know. But he was probably a lowborn. Most of the people will be lowborn, I think, apart from the really, really influential ones. I know. The castle, the keep. Nice. Neither of these horses are mine, and that makes me upset. We go again.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him.
Ah.
What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
Bandits attacked me in Scalits.
And why, for God's sake, did you go back there? Who else but cutthroats and bandits did you expect to find?
I needed to bury my parents.
Oh, I see. Your father fought like a lion. I'm sorry.
He saved my life.
And not just yours. He was a good man, and you did right to bury him.
I didn't even manage that. I failed to save him or put him to rest.
And just what could you have done at Scalits? If you tried to fight, the both of you would be dead. He gave his life for yours, Hal. so you'd better make good use of it.
Yeah.
Right. And just what are you doing here?
So again, that's another reason why he shouldn't embroil himself in a life of thievery and skullduggery and stuff, I reckon, so...
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Rattay. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
Good to see you guys made it. Where are we looking? Hello, houndsman.
Good health to you, sir.
Okay, yeah, so we've seen this before. I'm just going to... again.
What's life like?
We got sturdy walls and 2 castles to protect us. There's not many towns have that, and we got everything we need here. We got an apothecary, a swordsmith, an armourer. We got a beautiful church and fine alehouses.
Okay, interesting. A different reply, and that's really good, because normally in RPGs, as I'm sure you know, you ask people about stuff like this, and you get the same response, but this one needs to be different.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Sir Hanush is a good lord. Things won't be the same when that wastrel Sir Hans takes over. That will be a sorry day.
I like that, because people, even though they're just labelled as commoner or townsfolk or whatever, will have different opinions about different things.
How do the Rattay folk get on with the refugees?
Well, they have it tough, no doubt, but there's not enough room for them here. How much longer will they be living on our streets? Nothing good will come of this. What if one of them's brought the plague with him?
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Don't talk to me about that fucking rabble. A soldier was saying in the alehouse, them barbarians impale people on spikes, rape women. They hold nothing sacred, the filthy heathens. Take care now.
Thank you, you too. Huh. I seem to be lost. Book item. Deal with fire. Yes.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Sir Hanush is a good lord. Things won't be the same when that wastrel Sir Hans takes over. That will be a sorry day.
She's the same as that guy. Except...
How do the Rattay...
Well, they have it tough, no doubt.
Okay, yeah, so they are the same replies.
God bless.
I'm not really sure how thick these walls are. It's like proper, and the small little windows. Ah, yeah, it's so good. Anyway, where's this dude? You're not the dude, are you? Oh, okay, never mind. Well, maybe I'll just like pop in and say hi. No, I won't. We're gonna find. I think he's like above. Here, isn't he? Ignore that. Ignore what? Nothing to ignore. Ah.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Pirkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honoured. Pirkstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taumberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him! Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but How do you punish someone who's already lost everything? Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
Oh,
He isn't a peasant, father. He's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't it disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear, you're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
We've got a job. Good stuff. Well done, Henry. I have awakened. And now I am going to the Train hard, fight easy quest. To the bailiff. And we'll do that next time. Right now, I think it is time for me to leave your company once again. Good people, thank you very much for joining me for this episode of Let's Play Become Deliverance. Right, I shall see you next time. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I certainly am too. So I'm feeling a little bit sleepy, but that's okay. Alright, so yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching. Hope I really am enjoying your company. Hopefully you're enjoying mine. And I shall see you for the next episode. Until then, take care.